have an incredible cinematic history. You are here at the Guadalajara Film Festival. How do you feel being here at the blue carpet for the Guadalajara Film Festival?
Well, I love the Guadalajara Film Festival, and I love they're bringing the Guadalajara Film Festival to Los Angeles, you know. I'm very close with Estrella and with Jimena, you know, Urrutia and Estrella Raiza. And I've been to Guadalajara, to the festival down there many, many times. And that they're bringing the festival here is really important, because think of all the Latinos, all the Mexicanos, all the Chicanos here in Los Angeles. It's the majority. We're not a minority here, we're the majority. So to bring the worlds together, from Mexico and the United States, is really important. So any effort that does. Me, I am from the border, born and raised on the border, San Diego, Tijuana, you know, my whole life going back and forth. So, you know, we need to build these bridges between our two worlds, so culturally. And to give the Chicano and Mexicano and Latino population here in Los Angeles a chance to see these fantastic movies like Pedro Páramo and the movies that they're showing here that they ordinarily would not have a chance to see, because these are great monuments to our culture. And we need to recognize, we need to embrace, and it gives us strength in being who we are. Because we're under a lot of attack here. You know, look at Trump, look at all the things that they say, you know, about Latinos, not positive. So we have to be strong to fight against those things, and knowing our culture and embracing our culture helps us, give us the strength we need. And that's why this festival is so important.
How happy are you that this year there's been so many diverse films, there's very strong stories, there's stories, you know, from our community that are presented on the big screen?
Yeah, well, I mean, that's what I'm saying. They do such. You know, I was talking to Eugenio Caballero, and what he was saying was that when he started out, Mexico made 6 movies a year. Now they make 250. So, you know, there's a lot of great movies, a lot of great stories, and people need a chance to see them, right? In a beautiful venue like this gorgeous theater here on the United Artists, the Ace Theater here. So this is a marvelous event, and it's a great opportunity for our community.
You have a bunch of projects that are like iconic, in my opinion. What's up next for you?
Well, I was just talking about it. We're working on the story of Dolores Huerta, our great civil rights and labor leader who founded the UFW, the United Farm Workers Union, with Cesar Chavez, and she's the one that was a leader of the Great Grape Strike and the Great Grape Boycott. You know, she was with Robert Kennedy when he was assassinated because she helped him get elected. You know, win the California primary in 1968. Time magazine named her the Woman of the Year for 1965, you know. She's amazing. She's still alive, 94. I just spoke to her this morning, and she's out there campaigning for Kamala Harris, you know. She's full of piston vinegar. I mean, this woman is full of more energy than you and I have combined at 94. She's a real inspiration, and we want to make a movie that will inspire our community and the whole country and the world with her fight for justice, you know, because she's a tremendous inspiration to us all. So that's what we're working on right now.
Awesome. That sounds incredible. For you as a filmmaker, we're as a Hispanic community, we're still underrepresented in Hollywood.
Horribly.
How do you...
we don't have a good situation. You know, you come to these events and they have these marvelous events, and they are always talking very positively about all the breakthroughs that we're making. And that's true in a way, but the greater picture is that we're massively underrepresented. You know, you look at that Annenberg report, 3%. 3%. And the majority of those are negative narcos. I mean, that's what they make, narco. So yeah, you know, there are more people working than there were, but we got 3% representation on the screen. What's our population here in the United States, you know? And are those true images? Or are they just another version of bandidos? I mean, you go back to the silent era and you got the Mexican bandido. Well, what are they doing now? Narcos, it's just another version of the same thing. We gotta break out of that. And there are some projects that do, but not enough. So we have a real struggle ahead of us. However, our community, both here in the United States and in Mexico, we have a lot of talent, a lot of brilliant talent. So I think that if we're all dedicated and we're all hang together and support each other, we can make the breakthroughs that we need to make. But yes, it's going to be a real struggle.
How do we as audience members help the Latino community expand their inclusion in
Go to
Hollywood.
a movie. Go to see the movies. You know, support them. You know, because when you give money at the ticket booth, right, that's a vote in favor of seeing yourself on the screen. And that's what we need to see.
Awesome. Well, thank you very much for your time.
Thank you.